So today we're stepping away from the classic Spanish kitchen and we're going to make a sandwich that's enjoyed in so many different parts of the world, including Spain. Of course, we're going to elevate things to take them to the next level. We're talking the ultimate egg sandwich. Now what makes this sandwich stand out above the rest is that it has eggs cooked two different ways, giving the sandwich the most incredible textures and flavors. Folks, this is the perfect sandwich for a relaxed weekend breakfast or even for dinner next to an ice cold beer. Either way, it's so easy to make and all done in just 30 minutes. Alright, let's begin by cutting one large russet potato that's already been washed and patted dry into rounds that are 1/4 inch thick, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. And as you can see, I'm leaving the skin on the potato as it adds more nutrients and flavors. But if you prefer, you can peel the potato. And we'll add the slices of potato into a baking pan that's lined with parchment paper. And you want to make sure they're on a single layer, that way they all evenly roast. Then we'll brush each one with a kiss of extra virgin olive oil. And season them with a little sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll add the potatoes into a preheated oven, bake and broil option, that's the bottom and top heat, 210 degrees Celsius, which is about 410 degrees Fahrenheit. If your oven doesn't offer this function, no big deal. You just get in there at the halfway point and flip the potatoes, that way they all evenly roast. In the meantime, let's get the rest of the elements ready to put this sandwich together. Let's begin by making a very simple spicy mayo aioli. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of mayonnaise into a bowl. This is about 120 grams. We'll finely grate in 1 large clove of garlic. As always, if you don't have a grater, you can just finely mince the garlic. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll add in 1 teaspoon of hot smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 2.5 grams. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll whisk it together until we end up with a creamy sauce and then set it aside. As always, the hot smoked Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Then we'll wrap 4 slices of sandwich bread, add them into a toaster, and lightly toast them. You just have to toast the bread enough that when you add in the rest of the ingredients in there, the bread doesn't get mushy and break apart. For the final ingredients to prepare, let's start cooking up our eggs. I'm going to heat a non-stick fry pan with a medium heat and add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 30 milliliters. In the meantime, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs into a bowl. As always, I'm using cage-free organic eggs, but you can use whatever eggs you like. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and a little black pepper. And we'll whisk it together until the eggs are well mixed. Then we'll add in the whisked eggs into the pan with a hot oil. And we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat and cook the eggs for about 30 seconds without mixing them, that way they can get some texture to them. Then we'll start pushing the egg mixture from the outer edges towards the center and let that runny egg mixture go into the empty part of the pan. And you want to continue to do this until there's no more runny egg left. Then we'll gently fold the omelet together and go for about 30 seconds per side or until the eggs are perfectly cooked through. Then we'll remove the omelet from the pan and cover it with some foil paper, that way it stays nice and warm. Now using the same pan, we'll raise the heat back to a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 60 milliliters. While the oil is heating, I'm going to grab 2 eggs and crack each one into individual bowls. As you know, I always like to do this before adding the eggs into the pan, as it ensures that no eggshells go in there and that the yolks are not broken. Once the oil is nice and hot, we'll start frying up our eggs. Now you can cook your eggs here in any style you like. I'm going to go for a traditional Spanish style, which is a light crispy texture underneath with a beautiful creamy yolk. The secret, just let the eggs sit there in that hot olive oil between 1 to 2 minutes. Then we'll splash some of the hot oil over the egg And you just want to do this for a few seconds, otherwise you can easily overcook the yolk. And we'll remove the egg from the pan and cook the second egg in the exact same method. Once all the eggs are fried up, make sure to season them with a little salt and pepper, and once again cover them with some foil paper, that way they stay nice and warm. At the same time that our eggs are done, our potatoes should be perfectly roasted. They've been in the oven between 20 to 25 minutes. And you can always tell when they're perfectly cooked through. You just pierce them with a toothpick or a fork, and if it easily goes in there, they are ready to go. At this point, I'm going to remove the potatoes from the oven and let's start assembling our sandwich. We'll start by adding in some of the roasted potatoes in the bottom slice of the sandwich. Then we'll add in a couple thin slices of manchego cheese. The one that I'm using has been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever manchego you like here or whatever cheese you have on hand. Then we'll add in half of the omelet, one of the fried eggs, and top it off with some finely chopped fresh parsley. And for the final touch, we'll add in a dollop of our spicy mayo aioli over the top slice of the sandwich. And check it out, the ultimate egg sandwich with eggs 2 ways, roasted potatoes, and a spicy mayo aioli. Super easy to make, all done in just 30 minutes and promises to be one of the best egg sandwiches ever. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, today we are in for such a special treat. Look how beautiful this sandwich turned out. Here we go. Wow. It is absolutely delicious. Between the roasted potatoes, that manchego cheese, and the spicy mayo aioli, perfect balance of spiciness. But the real winner here are those eggs cooked 2 ways, as it takes this sandwich to the next level of goodness. Once again folks, perfect for relaxed weekend breakfast or even for dinner next to an ice cold beer. Either way, give this sandwich a try at home, and I promise with that first bite, this just might be the best egg sandwich of your life. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Robert Manahan, Hollis Helmichi, Sam Cohen, and Kent Anderson. Again guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.